forces in Kenya.
Foreign and Diaspora Affairs Cabinet Secretary Alfred Mutua now says 409 Kenyans have been evacuated from Sudan, where fighting between rival generals is raging. Mutua, speaking to the media on Tuesday, stated that the government will evacuate every Kenyan in Sudan who wishes to leave. Our reporter Mary Magdalene with more.
Foreign and Diaspora Affairs Cabinet Secretary Alfred Mutua now says that 409 Kenyans have been evacuated from Sudan, where fighting between rival generals is raging.
409 Kenyans, and we have more Kenyans living in Sudan. You find that there are Kenyans who are outside Khartoum who have decided they want to stay in Sudan. And we have evacuated also in excess of 500 other nationalities, the UN and other countries that are here.
CS Mutua, speaking to the media on Tuesday, stated that the government will evacuate every Kenyan in Sudan who wishes to leave.
And so we're evacuating anybody who wants to leave Sudan, Khartoum. And I want to thank South Sudan, Ethiopia, and the countries that have allowed Kenyans to cross the border and be able to come here.
Bloodshed has gripped Sudan since April 15th, when tension erupted into armed exchanges between regular army chief Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and his deputy turned rivals.
Right here.
This is a war about power. This is a war for the sake of control. This is a war for the sake of war. So our goal is to make sure that we get to a ceasefire and also a peaceful solution, and you can count on Canada to make sure that there is an African-led solution.
In a Monday briefing, the top UN aid official in Sudan, Abdo Dieng, warned that the situation was turning into a full-blown catastrophe.
Bases and taking over airports in Sudan. So now you understand. And the result of that 4-5 days of fighting, intense fighting, is that today the capital city Khartoum doesn't have running water, because in the course of the fighting, the pipelines and the water treatment plants were destroyed, most likely intentionally. And they also don't have electricity, because again, in the course of the fighting and bombing, the power transmission facilities were destroyed.
Kenyan President William Ruto said that the conflict had reached catastrophic levels, with the warring generals declining to heed the calls by the Intergovernmental Authority on Development, the African Union, and the international community to cease fire.
A pattern of systematic violation of established norms and principles of international humanitarian law is clearly emerging, and this situation is evolving into a threat to regional and international peace and security. Kenya implores the leadership of the two parties to ensure full compliance with the resolution of the Intergovernmental Authority on Development Heads of State Summit. This includes an immediate cessation of hostilities, allowing unrestricted humanitarian access, and extending full cooperation to the IGAD Heads of State mission when it visits Khartoum.
For Maisha Prime Maisha Television, I'm Mary Magdalene Nekesa.